All right, let's try this again. Episode 4, day 5 of quarantine. Not going too crazy yet, but excited for this episode, guys. Going to be taking you virtually to Italy. One of my good friends from Couchsurfing. She will be joining me and letting you see what life is currently like in Italy. Let's see if I can invite her. Okay. Part of it. Come on, Instagram. I promise, it's going to take a few more episodes to get better at this, but let's see if she joins. Waiting for her. Come on, let's connect. Get in this chat. Let's go. Hope everyone's having a good day. Thanks for waiting for the. Come on, Asia, let's go, girl. Her name is spelled like Asia, but it's pronounced Asia, which is pretty exciting. And it's connecting. There she is, finally. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm so sorry. After 4 episodes, I should be good at this. Instagram doesn't make it easy to go live with other people.
No, don't worry.
I'm glad you're able to join. All right. Well, please introduce yourself. Tell everyone who you are and where you are in the world.
So, hi everyone. My name is Azam. I'm from Verona, Italy. And that's where I am right now, in my house in Italy, because of the quarantine.
Exactly. So Italy, you guys have been on quarantine notice for how long?
It's been 26 days today.
Jeez.
That we are locked down in our street, in our home, but...
Yeah. That's so well. So just to help everyone with geography, you are in the northern part of Italy. So your city, you said, is in between the 2 hot zones, correct?
Yes. So Verona, it's in North Italy. I'm between Milan and Venice. So the 2 biggest cities in North, and where actually, for example, Milan is one of the biggest crazy place ever, where we had so many infected of coronavirus.
How long would it take you to drive to Milan? How close are you?
So it's between 1.5 to 2 hour driving. From Verona to Milan, and the same from Verona to Venice.
So literally smack dab in the middle. I mean, you can't get any more middle than that. Okay. Yes. So quick background. Do you want to tell how we met, or do you want me to tell the story? Because it's a good one.
So there is 2 points of view.
Yeah.
As always, right? So I host Brent because of Couchsurfing in Salt Lake City. I was living in USA for like a year and a half working there. And they were doing a road trip with your girlfriend, 2 other amazing friends, and also from Couchsurfing. And I just hosted them, and we became friends. It was like the best day of my life, which was actually also my birthday.
It was your birthday. Yes, I was going to make sure you remember that. How cool was that? You hosted strangers in your house on your birthday, which was so much fun. What a way to start a friendship. No, it's been awesome. And we've stayed in touch ever since. We were trying to have you come to Texas. And then you had your big trip right before you left to go back to Italy. Yeah. But at least we can virtually see each other, and there's no doubt in my mind we will meet up in person.
I was very sad where you live, Salt Lake. I was like, oh, I wish I could go with you in the
Yes, no, we almost convinced you to. Yeah, we almost kicked someone out of the car so you could join us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, geez. It's crazy how times have changed. Because we'll just tell everyone. So you were cooking, right? You were specifically brought to the United States to cook at an Italian restaurant.
Yes, I was the sous chef there in an Italian restaurant.
And how what'd you think? Did you enjoy Salt Lake? Would you live there again? Would you move back?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, as an expectation, I wasn't thinking I could just live in USA as normally. But with my Italian culture, living in United States, it's just like, living the best dream ever. So you can enjoy with the brain everything USA have to afford for you. And that's the thing. Yeah.
Heck yeah. No, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey, real quick, can you show everyone your view? Because you've got quite a view outside your window, right? Let's see it real quick. Let's show everyone what beautiful Italy looks like today.
I mean, it's actually North Italy, and it's also kind of mountains. Because we have also cities, and so this is the view.
Look
from
at
my
that.
balcony. That's
What a,
Verona, so we can really see what's going on from the very up to the hill.
wow, what a perfect day.
Oh yeah, yes.
It's crazy to think the country's on lockdown. You know, like it's
Yeah.
so unfortunate everyone can't enjoy the nice weather yet. But
It's crazy. There is the best weather after this winter time, and now we are just like locked down at home.
so
and
what's so what's okay, so let's dive into it. I mean, you got so life totally changed for Italians. What would you say about 20? What has it been? 26 days, 20
yes,
plus days ago. Like, what
yes.
was there? Was there a big build up to it, or was it overnight? Government said, "Hey, listen, everything's closed. We need to close
So
up."
actually, it's changed between like days by days. So I remember it was almost a month ago. I was still working,
Mhm.
and I remember we had this like the China said that there was some coronavirus and stuff like that, and we find out we had some contagious. We
Right,
just had like two small city in like where they had the biggest contagious ever,
right,
and we weren't very at the beginning we were very in panic, like supermarkets were just like empty and full of people, but then we start to say, oh, it's just a normal flu, everything is
right.
going to be right, young people are not going to be infected and stuff like that. So people start to go out as normal, we were not on panic, we were not locked down, nothing.
Hmm.
So there it was where we had the mass contagious, because people were just like partying, going to
Yeah.
the restaurant, going to games like football games and stuff.
Right.
And after that we start to have like so many contagious inside the hospitals. So is where the government start to say, okay, in the restaurant we need to have like no one's going to serve in the how to say, the first line of the
Right.
restaurant. You're just going to serve in the tables. Tables must to have like 1 meter of distance between each others,
Yep.
and stuff like that.
Yep.
But I remember we did these things for just like 5 days, and after that the government said, no, we need to close the big things where
Wow.
people are coming and stuff like that. So we just closed
Five
from
days.
that
That
day.
literally that quick. I mean, that's
That,
essentially overnight. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And I remember pretty well that night. It was Sunday night, and I had the day after in the morning, I had to drive my friend to the airport
Hmm.
because he was going back to London. And I remember I was so afraid because just in the night we had this new rule, and I was like super afraid to find police in the street or something, even if
Right.
we had a good reason to be traveling.
Right. Right.
But still, it was very, very, I don't know, like it was a weird feelings for me to drive that.
Yeah.
So
No, that's
yeah,
crazy. What a quick switch. So then, were you working in a restaurant back home? What were you doing?
yeah,
Have you guys totally closed? What was that like?
yeah, totally close.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, the rule was like we could be open between 6 in the morning to 6 in the night,
Okay.
but it won't work because people couldn't go to the restaurant, couldn't go to the bars, and so it was stupid to be open. So
Right.
everybody just started to close, and even if they were starting to close after 3 days, it was Wednesday evening, there was this new rule to actually close everything. The
Wow.
only things open was a pharmacy, supermarket, and big industry of food or something
Yep.
like necessary.
Right. 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 Interesting. And so, like, what has it been like? I mean, I mean, you're literally locked at home, right? I mean, what's quarantine for you? I mean, right. This is my fifth day. I can't
Mhm.
imagine. I mean, you've done over 5 times what I've done. What has it been like? What have you been doing to stay sane?
So even for that, rules are changing. Everybody knows that Italian people are very, you can say stay home and they are gonna stay home. they are gonna find a way to go somewhere,
Right.
So the rules are making every day restricted, every day like crazy. At the beginning, there was a question to say, "Oh, can I go for a little walk, maybe in the wood?" As you see, I'm living literally like in the mountain.
Right.
So for me, it was like a brief to go, a little walk. I couldn't see anyone, but I was walking by myself.
Right.
So just from this Sunday, they said that nobody can go walk anymore. We have to stay 200 meters close to the house if you just have a dog.
Whoa.
Yes. So now we are literally locked down at home.
Wow. So how does that work with people with apartments? So say people in Rome. I mean, they
That's
literally can't leave.
Yes, that's the problem. Like we are thinking about many families, maybe 5 people in the family, they have to seriously live inside I don't know, 90 meter quarters.
Wow.
So they are freaking out. Like people are freaking out for sure. Mm,
And you
so
said they just extended, right? It was supposed to be done early April. They just added
yes,
more
it was
time on.
end on the 3rd of April, the 3rd.
Yeah.
But then they extending just these days from the 3 to the 15.
Wow.
So it's gonna
Wow.
be crazy.
It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, you guys, I don't think the United States is too far behind what Italy is doing. And, President Trump has announced, oh, Easter weekend. I personally, I don't think it's realistic. I mean, if we're going off of what Italy's doing, that date, there's no way. I mean, I think it'll go past that. So,
No,
and it'll
I
be
don't.
interesting to see if Italy extend their date as well. So, dang, but that's insane. 200 meters from your house if you have a
Yep.
dog. If
Yes.
you have a dog,
If you
okay.
don't have a dog, you say your garden. If you have the garden.
If you have if you don't have a garden, well, maybe a patio. If you don't have a patio, well, enjoy your couch because that's all you got.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, jeez.
So yeah, what I've been doing is just like reading, watching TV, studying. I'm listening music.
Yeah.
I'm getting crazy, so I start to actually write down the lyrics of songs I'm hearing, just
Nice.
because I have time.
Yeah. yeah.
And then I'm cooking, for my dad, for my mom.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, your mom and dad are very lucky to have you cooking for them because the stuff you let us try when we stayed with you was amazing. So what a great blessing for your parents to have you back home. Seriously, like
Yeah.
has it been tough? Like grocery store wise, is there any specific product that's selling out? Like, is there one thing that Italians are buying that you can't get?
So pasta.
Pasta. Ah, okay, yeah.
So our supermarkets are empty of pasta.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing. And flour, because people are just like making pizza every day.
Yeah.
And things at home. We are used to do something like that on Sunday because we are at home. And now they are at home every day. We are just getting fat, Italian people are going to be very bad this summer.
Well, that's better than running out of food, I think,
Yeah.
right? Like that. What a good, not a horrible problem to have. But okay, so enough about coronavirus. Let's talk about fun stuff. Let's talk about travel because Italy is one of the best countries to visit in Europe. There's so much to do, so many cities to see, so many favorite, amazing sites. I loved my time. I ended up extending my time in Italy when I was in Europe the first time. What are your 3 things that a traveler must see when they come to your country?
So I think Amalfi Coast and Naples are like one of the best spots ever for everyone. Then a road trip to Sicily for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm kind of, just trip. It's very it's less
It's tough.
than
Right.
what it should be. But just to, change from sea to see like just the sea, I would say, like the little town in the mountain of, the Alps,
Mm-hmm.
like Dolomites, like the
Yes.
the
That
small
looks like some
lake
of the best hiking.
in the
I
north.
can't believe I missed that spot when I was in Italy. because the hiking there in the Dolomites look phenomenal.
Yeah, I
Absolutely
think it's
phenomenal.
the three spots that, I don't know, it's something that a tourist should see if he's coming to Italy. Sure.
Well, if you had to say a time frame, how long? What's the minimum amount of time someone, if they want to properly do Italy? What do you think? Couple weeks? Because
Yeah.
transportation is very good, especially across Europe. But Italy, there are the trains. There's a lot of buses as well as BlaBlaCar, which I used a
Oh,
ton
yes.
getting
Yes.
across Italy.
Especially trains. We have trains going everywhere.
Hmm.
So, for example, from Verona, you can reach, I think, every big city in Italy, everywhere.
Yep.
So it's pretty easy to travel around without any kind of problem. The only maybe, it's a little bit harder to go is Sardinia, because you have to take a ship or like,
Ah, yeah, okay.
yeah. But still, you can do it easily. It's not like impossible to do it.
No, definitely. I would say two of my biggest surprises in Italy were one, Pompeii, right? I love Bastille, great band. They have the song Pompeii, and we studied Pompeii growing up. I was
Yeah.
shocked at how few bodies were actually still there, right? Because so Pompeii, volcano explosion, basically the lava ran over the city and entombed these people in the positions that they were frozen in. And I was surprised that I think there was maybe 15 or so. Like, they've literally taken all these bodies and put them on exhibit around the world. So I was shocked about that. Very cool spot to see. But if you
Yep.
want to see the bodies, just go to a museum around Italy because you'll see more than actually at the site of Pompeii. But the
Oh yeah.
other was, well, I guess two more. Florence. Florence was stunning. I absolutely loved Florence. What a beautiful spot. But then another surprise itinerary item that we added last minute was the Isle of Capri. Capri was so
Capri.
nice. Oh, it was so nice.
Yeah.
So a lot of beautiful stuff to see. I mean, you can easily spend a month in Italy and not see it all.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Sure.
so, no, what a
Like,
great country.
spots. That's why, like, three spots.
It's tough. I know I put you on the spot, but you're the pro, right? That's what makes this fun. So talking about food, another very tough question, especially for you because you're such an amazing chef. What would you say? What if you could only eat one Italian dish for the rest of your life? What are you picking?
So just one dish. I think so. I think it would be lasagna.
Oh,
You have pasta,
yeah.
you have ragu sauce, and then you have also like something with creamy, cheesy, and stuff like that. So for me, it's something like, unique and every day. You could eat it every day. I could eat it every day for sure.
Who makes it the best in your family? Is yours
So
better than your
from me and
mom's?
my mom,
Yeah.
uh, it's a very big competition.
Heck yeah.
Sometimes I do it very, very good, and she's like, God damn it, you did it better than me. And I'm like, oh no, mom, that I'm doing good because you are doing good. That's
She
the only.
taught you well. Exactly. Exactly. See, in my family, my grandma makes the best lasagna. So next time you're in the United States, I'll make sure she makes some and you can try. You guys can have a cook-off. You'll have a cook-off with my grandma. We'll see who makes the best one. That would be a very, very fun competition.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. What else do we have? Okay, let's dive into well, what's the weirdest thing you guys eat? Is there any weird meals in Italy?
So here I have two things to say.
Uh,
First of all, in Sardinia we have some cheese where there is worms inside,
well, what? Like alive worms,
like alive worms.
living worms.
And
Okay.
not even Italian people know it. That is
Uh-huh.
from Italy. They always think that it's from Asia, but it's not true. It's from Sardinia.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Do they
And
do they
then,
like how do the worms get in? Do they make it with the worms inside or they just let it
no,
sit
they
out so
actually
long that
grow. Like, I don't know. I don't know how, because I never study how they do it for sure.
yeah.
But like, they leave it there for so long, and then they just grow up, and they eat it like this because it's like they said that it's not I don't know, like toxic worms, or it's just from the cheese. So it's
So
just
you
like
are when you eat this cheese, you are eating the worms as well. You don't pick the worms out; you eat the worms as well. Interesting. What is it? What's the cheese called? I need to Google this one. What is it called?
I can find it out because it's like Italian. We say
Okay, okay. If I Google Italian worm cheese, I'm sure something must pop up. If not,
yeah,
I'll shoot you a message. That
from
is fast.
Sardinia, from
From
Sardinia,
Sardinia.
because
Okay,
then you're gonna find something Asian for sure. So you just need to write like Sardinia cheese with worms, and
okay.
you're gonna find it out. I know it's so weird. Like nobody
That's
says
crazy.
Italian. Then
Yeah. Is it a stinky cheese? Like what kind of cheese can you compare it to?
no, it's kind of it's not stinky. It's kind of
Yeah.
like I don't know, maybe 6, 9 months cheese. So it's really
Interesting.
hard. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
it's weird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What a strange. Okay. And you
But
said you had a second item, huh?
another weird things that I
Yeah.
have to mention because I
Yeah.
saw some friend of mine mention it. It's the pera, which is very, very typical from Verona, and
Hmm.
also like in Italy, they don't know what is it and how does it taste. So many
Okay.
people from around Italy are coming to Verona to just taste this pera. And this pera is a kind of sauce made by like bread, like old
Okay.
bread, and pear, and not pear, like pepper, and
Pepper,
then
huh?
yeah, and then stock. That's it. You leave it
Huh.
there like for hours. It
Yeah.
cooks, and then it tastes amazing.
You eat it by itself, or do you put it on pasta? What? How do you eat it?
We actually eat it with meat, like a
Huh.
sauce for the meat.
Okay. So okay,
Yeah,
interesting. And you
yeah,
said it was old. You said old bread.
yes. You know the bread that is like super hard.
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's
like
very,
stale
very
bread.
dry. Yes, you just
Okay.
like grate it, and then with this grate bread,
Yeah.
you just cook it with stock and salt and pepper. That's it.
Interesting. And
Oh
and
yeah,
say it's called what?
peara,
Pera.
peara.
Close enough. Okay.
Close
Pera.
enough.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah,
Two really interesting foods that I had no idea. What
yeah.
the worm cheese still is kind of blowing my mind. I'm excited to look that up.
Oh
So
yeah.
let's dive into stereotypes. Right? What stereotypes come to mind? What are true? What are false when it comes to Italians or Italy in general?
So so one that all of my friends are asking me around the world if my dad or my family is between the mafia.
Yeah.
It always like I'm Italian. Oh, are your dad from mafia? And I'm always joking and say yes. Why do you have a problem?
I was
But
hoping you would say that.
and they're like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, I'm joking. Come on, not every Italian people have someone in the family between the mafia or something like this. No,
Right, right.
actually, it's not something common for us.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
That's a good stereotype.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's yeah. I think you should keep rolling. I think next time someone asks you, say yes, but literally just say yes and just stare at them.
And walk away.
And yeah, exactly. Like don't say anything else after. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No,
amazing. Yeah.
I should try also that. But another stereotype is that we speak with hands.
Yes.
And that's actually true because you don't see me, but I'm doing something like this.
I remember Salt Lake City. Yes, you would occasionally. Yes,
Remember,
quite a bit. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
like if I have to ask you, what are you saying? I'm always doing like, what are you saying? It's no. That's true. That's a true stereotype.
Good to know. So, any other stereotype? I think those are two very, very good examples. Anything else that
Yeah,
comes to mind?
there
I
are
think you nailed it.
many. We are eating pasta every day.
Well, it makes sense if the grocery stores are running out of pasta, of course. It's so funny. You guys aren't running out of toilet paper in Italy. You're running out of pasta. I mean, that's the most Italian thing there is.
You always say you run out of toilet paper. What are you doing with toilet paper?
Oh, well, I think I told Henry. I don't remember who I told. It's just in case it becomes a zombie apocalypse. So then you wrap the toilet paper around your body so you look like a mummy so you can blend in with the zombies. So that's
very
the plan of the Americans around the world. Yeah. Yeah.
I see also line in the army, you know, like buying
Yes.
guns and stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes, yes. Everyone is stocking up very well. There's a lot of panic buying going on in the United States, and I'm
Yeah.
glad toilet paper is on the top of the list. And it's for a lot of trick shots. I don't know if you've seen on Instagram. There's a lot of viral
Oh
videos
yeah.
of guys playing with toilet paper. So I'm glad it can add a lot of entertainment to everyone's life. What is your favorite thing about your country? What do you love most about Italy?
So I think is the happiest, like the happiness that we have in our country. I
Hmm.
think we are a country, like a population, that we never really follow in sadness. You know, we always find out a way to be happy for what we have.
Definitely.
Like an example of this situation that everybody, I think they saw the video, is like, okay, we have this epidemic and people are just locked down and we are in the balcony singing and doing songs
Yes, I
at
love
6 o'clock,
that.
you know.
I love that.
Yeah, it's like the only way to get like a little smile for this situation and be together.
Yeah. I tell you what, a lot of the Italians are few and far between on travel. Like I've met only a handful, but I tell you what, like you learn very quickly that they're Italians because you guys truly love your country, which is awesome. And like the love that you have for each other, that it was so neat when that viral video came out of
Hmm.
everyone sitting on the balcony. I mean, what a moving moment, right? I mean, at a time of such despair and difficulty, and even a horrible time because you're stuck in your apartment, right? If you don't have a dog, you don't get those 200 meters. But to truly come together each night is no, it's remarkable. What you guys are doing, it's a good example for the rest of the world because now more than ever we truly need to pull together. So
Yeah,
now
yeah.
Italy's doing it right.
It was something that makes us together in this very situation.
No, absolutely, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, how about one more question for you?
Hmm.
What's one fact about your country that would surprise people?
I think the many dialects we have, it's something that no one's know. Like every city have their own dialect. And for example, we can't understand each other if we go a bit farther than our region.
Is it the accent or is it the words that change? Or
Both.
is it the hand motions of the that you choose?
No,
Like what?
the hands is like the real Italian language, I think. Everyone know like the language with hands. This is
Okay,
something like
universal. That's the universal inside. Okay, but
yeah.
so for example, if you went all the way down south, you would have a very difficult time communicating with a local.
Oh yes.
Interest, even though you're
I,
both speaking Italian.
yeah, I mean, so we speak Italian, but
Yeah.
let's say that I'm speaking with some old guy. I promise you, I couldn't understand what he's gonna say me. Like
Interesting.
no, and for example, one really weird thing is like, so right now, young people are just like going to school and they know like the real Italian, so we understand each other. For
Yep.
example, one day my grandma, she asked me something in dialect, my own dialect, and I couldn't, I was like, what do you want? And she's like, oh God, are you serious? I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know this weird thing in our dialect. Like, so she has to teach me.
Interesting.
So,
Yeah, yeah. That
so
is.
you,
It's very similar for such a small country. That's surprising.
yeah,
Um,
that's right.
it's
It's very
yeah,
surprising. You go to Venice and the accent is like super different than Verona. You go to Brescia, you go to Vicenza, which is like small town close to Verona,
yeah.
and like accents and sometimes even some word itself, they are changing. Like
Fascinating.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it almost reminds like India is very similar, right? They've got different dialects. I mean, and
Oh,
China as well, different dialects. But those are when you compare those sizes of that, of India and China versus
yeah,
Italy.
they're
I mean,
bigger.
it's just yeah, much larger. That's quite yeah, great, good choice. That surprises me. I had no idea after spending time there.
I mean, it's
Well,
something that blew my mind too.
yeah,
That's why I'm.
yeah. Well, heck yeah, if you're in your country, you go down south and you can't communicate with the locals.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah,
pretty surprising. Oh
yeah.
man. Well, Azia, I can't thank you enough. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to chat. It's always
I
great to see you, and I'm glad you're doing well. What are your any final words to the world coming from Italy? What do you have? The stage is yours. What do you have to say?
So I would say just keep in mind that the real things you see is just like from the words of the real people who are doing what the situation is gonna make, like what we are living the situation, and not just mass media, not just like fake news. So follow actually what people from the country are saying. That's what I
Definitely.
get from all the
And
words.
that's why we're doing this series because it's so much,
Exactly.
in my opinion, so much better hearing from the locals. That I mean, you get news anywhere, but hearing from someone that's in the middle of in the city that's between the two hottest cities in Italy. No, it's
Yeah.
so good. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. So, thank you so much for your time. Please stay
Thank you.
safe.
You
Enjoy your quarantine. Keep having fun. Hopefully, keep writing those lyrics to songs. I can send you a good playlist that I have on Spotify. But yeah, guys, if you're watching, hope you enjoyed it. This is Ezia live from Italy. What a fun episode. Thank you so much because the media is really making Italy look interesting, been in the spotlight. So it's nice to hear from someone who is in the trenches there. So tomorrow, so this is episode 4. Tomorrow is episode 5, and I'm going to be taking you guys to El Salvador. Excited for that. So we're going live from El Salvador again. So no one's confused. I'm still in Singapore. I'm not going anywhere. There's a virtual live tour. So got my buddy who will be going live from El Salvador. So in the United States, that'll be roughly 12 hours from now, or actually 10 hours from now. It'll be in the evening, and then 24 hours from now, I've got a friend in Hong Kong. So give you a little bit more of Asia, but not Asia. We've got Asia here, spelled like Asia, but someone actually in Asia. But hey, thank you so
kind of
much,
confusing.
guys. Yeah, guys, make sure wash your hands together. Let's end this, and thanks so much. We'll see ya. We'll see you in a bit. Asia, take care.
Bye bye.
Oh, ciao, ciao, bella ciao.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.